Okay, so now what we'll understand broadcast receivers and UI controls. In order to do that, let me just explain you broadcast receivers and their life cycle. So what you can do is you can go to developer.android.com so that we can have a quick reference to broadcast receivers, and then we'll get started with writing code. Okay, broadcast receivers can have many actions. Okay, what exactly broadcast receiver is? You have a listener who will receive that a specific action has been performed. Okay, so this receiver will be, let me just type it here. You will have a receiver who will receive a broadcast about an action. Okay, if I give you an example, let's say phone turned on, okay, phone locked, okay, call received, SMS received, battery low. There could be n number of actions available. Okay, what all actions are available, we'll just quickly go through using developer.android.com. okay, now so here we'll simply type in broadcast receiver. Okay, we should have a receiver life cycle here. Yes, here we'll have the application life cycle, I guess. Actually, this is just the normal action. The application fundamental hoga. Okay, here let's have a look. So here is your broadcast receiver's life cycle. Okay, so as far as the life cycle is concerned, you can see that it's only valid for the duration of the call to this method on receive. Okay, what this on receive method will do, it will receive the context from where the receiver has been called and the intent. Intent may contain specific type of data which you want to get from the action received. Okay, now so once your code returns from this function, the system considers the object to be finished and no longer active. That means at that point of time broadcast receiver खत्म हो जाता है. ठीक है, यानी एक एक्शन परफॉर्म हुआ, आपके एप्लीकेशन के अंदर एक रिसीवर है, रिसीवर क्लास के अंदर एक मेथड है ऑन रिसीव, दैट इज गोइंग टू रिसीव the context and the intent, and whatever statements you have to execute that statement, and after execution of the last statement, broadcast receiver life cycle is over. Okay, so the life cycle starts from the on receive and ends on the on receive. So we don't have any more methods. Not like activity may we had on create, on resume, on pause, on destroy. We were having many methods, but as far as broadcast receiver is concerned, there is only one method, that is on receive. Okay, now so what we have to do is we have to receive a broadcast receiver, and we have to specify the action in our manifest file, what type of broadcast receivers we are going to receive. Okay, and once we have received a broadcast, we are going to perform some action accordingly. Okay, yes, we can get data from the intent. Okay, let's say if there is an application who is sending a broadcast, and using that broadcast you want to attach some data as well, so he can attach data into an intent, and with the broadcast he can broadcast the intent. So now at the receiver's end, as soon as we will receive the broadcast, we are going to receive the intent, which has been broadcasted, and from the intent we can get the data. Okay.
So now you gave an example for battery percent.
Yeah.
If you want to receive the information, battery percent will be sent to us through intent.
Yes, for this battery value, what you have to do is you have to design your custom broadcast wherein you have to get the current value of the battery, attach the value with an intent, and you have to send that. Okay, but there are some default broadcast actions available which just let you know that battery is low. What value is that we have to check whether they are providing the value or not. Okay, let's just check that. So now. I hope you understood the life cycle of the broadcast receiver. Okay. Now, another thing is here we have the permissions and all. We just don't need them at the moment. Okay. Now, so whenever you send a normal broadcasts are sent through a method known as send broadcast. Okay. And in case if you want to send an ordered broadcast, and let's say you are sending multiple broadcasts and you want to prioritize the broadcast, so you can send an ordered broadcast. Okay, so here send ordered broadcasts will be done sequentially. Okay, बाकी आप इसको go through कर सकते हैं how these normal broadcasts and ordered broadcasts work. Okay, so now let's just get started with how broadcasts will be created and how will you use them. Okay, now there is one other thing. Once you have created a broadcast receiver, you have to specify that broadcast receiver through a receiver tag in your Android manifest.xml. जैसे आप एक्टिविटी डिक्लेयर करते हैं एक्टिविटी टैग से, सर्विस डिक्लेयर करते हैं सर्विस टैग से, ब्रॉडकास्ट रिसीवर रजिस्टर होते हैं रिसीवर टैग से. Okay, so now is it clear? So what you will be doing, you will create a broadcast receiver who will receive a broadcast for some action. That action has to be registered within Android manifest.xml using the receiver tag, and we have to specify the action also. Let's do that. So now we are going to write a new Android Studio project. Now here we are going to name this application as broadcast app. Let's go next. We'll go next. We'll go to empty activity. Okay, let's click on finish. Okay, we can search for broadcast actions as well. Yeah, broadcast actions.txt. Okay, now you can see that. So here we have the broadcast list available. And on the broadcast list here you can see that we have the system broadcasts. Now I can turn off the services or whatever I want to do. It can be done. Okay. In the same way, airplane mode changed. So you can get these. So in order to receive the broadcast receiver, you can see some actions in such a way. Let's say आपने एक broadcast receiver register किया. Receiver register करने के बाद में boot completed is telling you कि आपका phone boot हो चुका है, on हो चुका है. Okay. There is another action, input method changed. Okay. So this is how some broadcast has been done, and then on the on receive they have tried to get some action from the intent. They match the action, and if that action has some value, they have taken the values. Okay. So ये कुछ system intents हैं. आप बाकी रजिस्टर भी कर सकते हैं, मैच कर सकते हैं कि अगर आपको डायनामिकली करना है तो यू कैन क्रिएट अ ब्रॉडकास्ट रिसीवर यूजिंग जावा. You can get the intent filter from the connectivity manager or from different classes, and you can add that action to the receiver and you can register the receiver as well. Okay, so in case if you don't want to do that from manifest file, you can do that from Java as well. Okay, but generally manifest file में ही register किए जाते हैं receivers and the things are done. Now, so let's just get started with writing the code for this. So I hope now you have a little idea about how broadcast receivers work. So in an application, you have to register your broadcast receiver and you have to specify the action. Okay, what type of action you will be listening in that broadcast receiver. You can have as many broadcast receivers you want. Okay, in case if you want only one broadcast receiver and it should satisfy multiple actions, then you will be receiving the intent, and then from the intent you can get the action and you can match the action with the specific action, and then you can execute the desired code. Now, so in order to do this, let's say this is our application. Okay, so we'll go to our package. We're going to create okay, we're going to create a new broadcast receiver here. So you can go to your package, right click, go to new. In the new here at the bottom, you can go to your broadcast receiver. In the other section, you have your broadcast receiver. Okay, you can simply click on broadcast receiver. You have to specify name of the new activity. So in order to do that, I just need to